So don't let anybody to deceive you. No result. And these people can never give you the mandatory electronic transmission of results. They won't, because they knows their plans. They know so many things. If, for example, now they have, in all this cabal, there are not many that is holding Nigeria to ransom. If they have held a meeting, for example, they said, no Edo man will become the president of Nigeria, for example. They know that through the electronic transmission of result in real time, mistake could happen and Edo man could become the president of Nigeria. Yeah, it might happen because that time manipulation will be restricted. Manipulation will be restricted. So that is it. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because the hope has not been there. So we are not seeing that anything could change. Boko Haram using drone, the bandits are using helicopters, the terrorists are using helicopters in Nigeria. Nobody knows the owner of the helicopter. Like, look, every day, like today now, more than 4 terrorist attacks took place. Just consistently, consecutive. This one will be happening here, this one will be happening here, this one will be happening here. And the Minister of Defense is telling us that road is the problem. That is why they are not responding road. But they were able to respond to Benin Republic, Cotonou, when the military coup happened. They flew there. But in Nigeria, the road is bad. They don't have vehicles to travel there. They don't have this to travel there. But if it is other country in Cotonou, they have to use all their power to there. And none of them were here when Boko Haram kidnapped one American in Niger Republic border there. America, Navy SEAL, they flew from US just because of one American person. But in Nigeria, CDS, former CDS, Musa is telling people that the road is the problem. The road is making them not to fight the bandits. The road is making them not to fight terrorists in Nigeria. The roads, they have helicopter, they have fighter jets, they have drones, they have everything. But the road is the problem. See, there are some things that some people can believe, not me. All these things are collusion. You telling me road is the problem, why you are not fighting insecurity? It means you've got a plan with the people who are terrorizing. Yeah, there you just see, you've got a plan. Because if you don't have plan with them, you will not say that road is the problem. And we have been shouting, the people who burned Christians inside the church in Kwara State recently, over 200 people died in Kwara State. These people are still in Kwara there. They did not go out. They are still in Kwara State there. So what is the government doing? Nothing. The government are doing nothing. So that is it. Now, a lot of people have been asking the questions like, Americans are in Nigeria right now. The American soldiers, they have arrived in Nigeria. Why is all these things going on? Are they not coming to help us any longer? Like, are they not going to do anything? So this is what I know. Okay, unless there is another thing more than what information I have. Yeah, if you remember, that was 2 days ago, just 2 days ago here. That was when they had meeting with Tinubu. You know, all these things, they are a form of cooperation with Nigeria. So they had meeting with Tinubu day before yesterday. It was a strategic meeting telling Tinubu, you've got to allow us to do what we are here to do. So how are you going to partner with us? This is what we propose. What do you think? So I think it is a process within weeks, okay, and up to 1 month, they will finalize everything they are doing so that they can start action. However, despite the U.S. presence in Nigeria, despite U.S. military in Nigeria, I still say that the full, wrath of America is not yet against these terrorists because the attention is now divided. I think America is focusing on Iran first, but they want to keep on strategizing and keep pressing the issues in Nigeria because the issue in Nigeria is as serious as the issue in Iran. I understand that they are saying that Iran is trying to produce weapon of mass destruction, blah, 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 blah. I understand the people of Iran are rising up. Protest has been going on. I understand all those things that nuclear weapon kill millions of people at once, can wipe away people. I understand all those concerns. But you know what? I am afraid of ideological terrorism than nuclear weapon. I know nuclear weapon is just a tool. Someone who have an ideology of terrorism can use nuclear weapon. I understand. But you see that thing that someone will possess before the person can use nuclear weapon, that is what I fear more than. That is the problem of Nigeria. So the issue in Nigeria, these extremists and so on and so forth, I think it is something very, very important that America should bring their full wrath against these terrorists. Yeah. So that is what I know. The reason why they have not started. America have not started anything in Nigeria. Okay. So they had meeting with Tinubu before yesterday. They are still trying to put things in place. By the way, still understand that America is just coming to help. America is just coming to help. So America coming does not mean that we are going to just keep quiet as if everything is going to just quench once. No, we'll keep on doing what you are doing, keep on resisting. If you're a vigilante officer, keep on. In fact, this is the now to put more pressure. And I thank God America will now see. Okay, they will now see by themselves. I know a lot of them have been in Nigeria as missionary, spying for the FBI, the CIA, and the American forces, spying for American government. I understand that Randy Moore was in Nigeria. I understand all those things, but the presence of the military, the intelligence gathering will now be real time, and now they will understand what we have been saying before. They will understand more how the people in government are sabotaging intelligence. They will understand more that these terrorists are not working alone. They will understand so many things that have been going on. Yeah, I think that is what is going to happen. So let us understand that, yes, this is actually the way to go. So let us not keep quiet about anything because this insurgency is increasing, the terrorism is increasing, and it's not stopping anytime soon. When I mean it's not stopping anytime soon, don't get it twisted. This thing is not stopping anytime soon. And we have not got ultimate solution. I've not seen people, Nigerians are not serious. Like, they are not serious. They don't know their problem because the solution people are offering or providing, that is how you will know whether the people actually know their problem. Because if, for example, you are pregnant and if a woman is pregnant, maybe the woman will start vomiting. And if the woman just go to the hospital and tell them that, look I am vomiting, it seems that my stomach is somehow bad. They are going to give the lady that vomit some medicines that you will take, suspensions that you will take will stop vomiting, right? But that is wrong. The problem has nothing to do with vomit because you are pregnant. So if you don't know the problem, or maybe you're having typhoid, and because of that you have headache, if you go to the pharmacist and say, "Oh, my head is turning me," or give me paracetamol, no, you are not treating typhoid. So many people in Nigeria are offering what they perceive to be solution, and that is hiding hypothesis. You keep on trying and error until you will be exhausted, frustrated before you know that there is no road there. So many things we are doing. I really appreciate everyone who shows concern and try to offer solution to a problem. Okay, I think any kind of solution you want to offer, it shows that you feel the pain or you shows concern to what is going on. But the problem is, don't know the problem that you want to offer solution. So that is just the problem. Because if you understand the problem, if you understand how everything started, if you understand what is going on now, you will know the right solution to offer. Okay, you will know the right solution. Like, for example, a lot of people have approached me talking about private security. I told them that private security is just like a vigilante group, because a vigilante group works in a community like, this is my own. They work like, this is my community, I'm saving my people. They don't work like police, they don't work like military. The people who could just come and there is a condition for them to not take it serious because they don't want to lose their life for anybody. After, it's not their village, it's not their family. So vigilantes will even work more than any private security, because where they are working, they know the road, they know everything. Now, Not that I'm ruling out all those things, private security and so on and so forth, but there is an issue, a problem there about this private security. The issue here is this: if the government, I am saying it without any iota of contradiction, if the government, people in government, officials in the government, if they are not colluding with terrorists, you can talk about private security, this one, like what we have in Kenya, South Africa, different developed countries that have one interest. Not in Nigeria, where we have two interests. And anytime I'm talking about or explaining about this interest, people fail to understand, because anytime you have two interests in a nation, either someone is a president, the person have interest too. Either the person interest is to make Nigeria great or Islamize Nigeria. A president can have a different interest from the vice, and a president can have different interests from the national security advisor. That is how dangerous this interest is. So in Nigeria, we have different interests. The interest of so many people in northern Nigeria, northern Muslims to say, their interest, I think, is genuine to their belief. Okay, their interest is to have an Islamic state, according to Sani Yerima. It is the ambition of every Muslim in Nigeria to have Nigeria as a Sharia nation. That is the ambition. So for them, their interest is Islamization, to make everyone to come under Allah through Sharia. Okay, that is their own, plan. Go and ask Sani Yerima why he made that statement. Okay, before you start asking me what are you saying. So go and ask Sani Yerima, who was a governor and a lawmaker in Nigeria. So the people from the south, they are majority Judeo-Christian faith, or Judeo-Christian belief, like Libra, people like this Canada, European Union, Australia, America, Israel, like that is the way they think. Now tell me, how can these two mentality, cultures work? It can't work. There is no how. There is nothing you are going to do that will make it work. There is nothing you are going to do that will make it work. If you have a president who have the mentality of Judeo-Christians, like that of Canada, America, Israel, European Union, and so on and so forth, for 4 years or 8 years, then after that, what will happen? Then another person who will still come to be a president, who will still be paying tax to organization of Islamic countries, who will still, have different ideology from that one who that have ruled, we now rewind everything that the first one have passed on. Do you now see the difference? The person will now rewind it, like it will be upside down. So you will continue like that, every 4 years, every 8 years, like will just be in a circle going. Why? Because these are two interests. Everything Goodluck Jonathan did, where Goodluck Jonathan stopped, immediately Buhari, as a person who understands Islam and all those things, Buhari changed everything totally. We start afresh. Maybe someone tomorrow, now a Christian will come, a Christian will change everything again. We'll start up. These are two interests. It cannot work, and it never work in any nation. It has never worked in any nation. So